Welcome back to Explain the Charts, your go-to channel for deciphering market movements. Today, August 7th, 2025, we're diving deep into Tesla, symbol Tesla, analyzing its latest news alongside critical chart data. We'll uncover key price levels, discern trends, and discuss what's driving this electric vehicle giant stock in both the short and long term. First, let's dissect the recent headlines influencing TSLA's market sentiment. Elon Musk recently hinted at significant improvements to full self-driving, a development that Investors Business Daily highlighted as bringing Tesla stock near a crucial buy point. Yahoo Finance echoed this optimism, reporting Musk's bold claim that a $150,000 investment in Tesla could probably make you a millionaire. Furthermore, Barcart.com teased a potential major catalyst for Tesla coming as early as September, fueling long-term bullish predictions like the Motley Fool's Set You Up for Life article. However, the narrative isn't entirely rosy. Recent legal challenges cast a shadow over this bullish outlook. Robinhood News revealed a lawsuit against Tesla and Musk concerning Robotaxi safety claims, filed just yesterday, August 6, 2025. Adding to these concerns, a Florida jury found Tesla partly responsible for a fatal 2019 crash, citing flaws in its autopilot feature. And while the board approved another substantial pay package for Elon Musk, these legal liabilities could create headwinds. Warren Buffett's enduring reluctance to invest in Tesla, detailed by Nasdaq, stems from his philosophy of avoiding industries without a clear moat and those outside his circle of competence, which he views the auto and cutting-edge tech sectors to be. These conflicting news reports create a complex environment for Tesla, balancing innovation-driven optimism against real-world legal and competitive challenges. Now, let's turn our attention to the charts, starting with the daily time frame to grasp the broader picture of TSLA's journey over the past year and a half. Looking at the daily chart, we observe a significant rally from March 2024 lows around $170, climbing steadily through the summer. A particularly notable surge occurred from November to mid-December 2024, pushing the stock from approximately $240 all the way to a peak near $484. This rapid ascent was likely fueled by the kind of long-term bullish sentiment and future-facing narratives we see in articles predicting immense wealth from Tesla investments. However, this peak was followed by a sharp correction, with prices retracting significantly through early 2025, reaching lows around $280 to $290 in February. This pullback demonstrates the inherent volatility of Tesla stock, often reacting sharply to shifts in market sentiment or news, such as the legal challenges that have recently surfaced. Over the past few months, specifically from March 2025 onwards, Tesla has traded within a broader range, showing attempts to recover but facing strong resistance levels. Notice how the price consistently found support around the $280 to $300 zone during these pullbacks, forming a critical floor for the stock. Resistance, conversely, has been established around the $350 to $360 mark during attempted rallies, with the all-time high in this dataset remaining around $484. Shifting our focus to a more granular view, the 1-hour chart, which provides data up to July 24, 2025, illustrates the intense short-term volatility following the broader daily trends. We can see a sharp drop on July 23 from highs near $338 down to the low $300s, reflecting a significant bearish move within that week. This kind of abrupt descent underscores how sensitive Tesla is to negative sentiment or profit-taking after strong runs. To truly understand the current market pulse and integrate the most recent news, let's zoom into the 15-minute chart, specifically focusing on the recent price action on August 6, 2025. We're going to narrow our view to the period between 1311 Universal Time Coordinated and 1541 Universal Time Coordinated on August 6, the timestamp where we saw a significant upward thrust. During this specific window, Tesla popped from around $308 to over $317, demonstrating strong buying interest and confirming the pop mentioned in the Investors Business Daily article. This upward movement during the day directly correlates with the news of Elon Musk's hints about full self-driving improvements, providing a clear example of how news directly impacts intraday trading. The stock then consolidated in the $317 to $320 range for the remainder of that day, ultimately closing on August 6th around $319.91, aligning with recent news reports of a significant pop. This upward movement has pushed Tesla to a pivotal point, as Investors Business Daily noted it was just below its 50-day and 200-day lines, setting the stage for a potential short-term breakout or pullback depending on how today's trading unfolds. Let's now discuss key price levels and what to look for when considering trading Tesla. On the daily chart, the $280 to $300 area has repeatedly proven to be a strong support zone. A break below this could signal further downside. Conversely, immediate resistance stands around the $320 level, which it touched and briefly surpassed recently, representing a critical psychological and technical barrier. Should Tesla successfully break and hold above $320 on consistent volume, the next significant resistance targets are the $340 to $350 range, followed by the $360 to $370 level. Beyond that, the path towards reclaiming its December 2024 highs around $480 would open up, though this remains a long-term aspiration. For the short term, maintaining above $310 on the 15-minute and 1-hour charts is crucial for continued bullish momentum. In terms of bullish arguments, the ongoing development of full self-driving technology remains a powerful narrative for Tesla, with any concrete improvements potentially acting as strong catalysts. Elon Musk's continued ambitious statements, like his millionaire prediction, often inject optimism into the investor base, which can fuel rallies, especially when combined with positive FSD news. The anticipation of a big catalyst in September, as reported by Barchart, suggests potential future positive news flow that could drive the stock higher. Furthermore, Tesla's overall market leadership in the EV space, despite increasing competition, positions it uniquely for long-term growth as the global transition to electric vehicles accelerates. On the bearish side, the recent Robotaxi safety lawsuit and findings of autopilot flaws present substantial legal and reputational risks. These issues could lead to regulatory scrutiny, costly recalls, or significant financial penalties, directly impacting future profitability. Warren Buffett's rationale for avoiding Tesla highlights fundamental concerns about the automotive industry's predictability and Tesla's diversified, high-risk tech ventures. Increased competition in the EV market from both established automakers and new entrants could also compress Tesla's margins and market share over time. The stock's inherent volatility, as clearly demonstrated by the sharp drops and rallies across all time frames, makes it a higher-risk investment, prone to significant pullbacks on negative news. For traders, watching volume accompanying price movements is vital. Strong volume on a breakout above resistance or a breakdown below support adds conviction to the move. Monitor news closely. Upcoming FSD announcements, court rulings related to the lawsuits, or regulatory decisions could trigger rapid price swings. Also, keep an eye on broader market sentiment and economic indicators, as Tesla often amplifies overall market trends. To recap, Tesla currently sits around $319.91 as of August 6, 2025, a critical juncture for both short-term momentum and long-term trend continuation. The immediate support level to watch is approximately $310 on the shorter time frames, with a stronger foundation around $280 to $300 on the daily chart. If bullish sentiment continues, breaking above and holding $320 could lead to moves towards $340 to $350, with a moderate likelihood of around 60 to 70% if the FSD news is consistently positive and the overall market remains strong. This would be reinforced by high trading volumes accompanying the upward movement. However, a failure to hold current levels and a break below $300 has a considerable likelihood, perhaps 40 to 50%, especially if negative legal news or regulatory actions escalate. Such a scenario would be reinforced by increasing bearish volume and consistent lower closes. The long-term outlook remains tied to Tesla's innovation and market dominance, but recent legal headwinds introduce significant uncertainty. Pay close attention to Elon Musk's upcoming statements, any further details on the September catalyst, and the progression of the Robotaxi and autopilot lawsuits. These events will heavily influence TSLA's direction in the coming weeks and months. Always conduct your own independent research and consider your own risk tolerance before making any investment decisions.